Ladies and gentlemen, hope everyone is doing well. Today, we're going to go for something absolutely massive. So, I am currently on 999 wins. As you can see, matches finished first in Battle Royale. And what I'm going to attempt to do for my 1000th win is go for a solo versus squad win on the new map. Now, it's going to be incredibly hard as, you know, everyone is playing the new map currently. There's a bunch of stacks and everything, but I'm going to give it my best shot. And I'm going to be running for this gameplay is my M700 class here, as well as my UMP45. I've tweaked a couple of things on it to make it more adapted for this kind of solo squad action, but we'll see how it goes. Hopefully you guys enjoy the gameplay. I'll show the detailed classes at the end, and yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy. Alright, I'm going to try and cut as little of this gameplay as possible. Strategically, this gameplay is going to be tough. I can't exactly drop in like I do in Shutter Island and just try and hop off as much as possible. No, this map, you can get caught out in the open so easily. I'm going to have to land in a place like this, like Cultural Center, right? It's next to a hot drop, but it's not as hot. It still has a bunch of places for me to loot. But the idea is going to be that I need to be on top of my rotations. I need to avoid like open team fights as much as possible, because that's just going to be cooked. Like I literally don't have a shot in winning those. So strategically, yeah, this is going to be quite different from what I'm used to on Shutter Island solo squads. I've done a couple solo squads on Shutter Island, just haven't really taken the time to post them. Yeah, this is gonna be tough. I also need the money like really early on. As much money as possible early on so that I can get my guns and start rotating early. Like, see, on a zone like this, preferably I would avoid fighting in places like Skyline City and everything, and try and rotate as quickly as possible into like arena or amusement. Just don't waste any time taking fights I'm probably not gonna win. And also as well, because like if I go into Skyline City, I'm just gonna get pinched in between like God knows how many number of teams that land there every game, and also the amount of people that just camp on the roofs. Top it all off. So yeah, we need 11k for me to fully grab my loadout guns plus full ammo. We're about to get it, so yep. Beautiful. Got 15k, we can even get a UAV after that. Some cash here that we missed. Alright. This drop was a bit quiet, unfortunately. I still wanted to fight to an extent, but yeah, it was just a couple bots that landed here, it seems like. That's okay. Let's grab our guns. Now, I'm gonna explain the reason behind why I have the weapons that I do. So, M700, I know preferably you want to, or at least in theory, you'd want to run the Kala in this map. Personally, I don't know, I can't use the Kala well. It's too slow for me, like, and you need to use a big scope on it, which I can't really get used to because of my sense. I have a really low sense, and playing with any kind of high scope is just oh. M700 generally, I'm more used to it, and even long distance, like I can manage it decent enough. And UMP45 because it's currently the best SMG in the game, no matter the range. And I added a scope onto it. Usually I run it with the side laser. I added a scope onto it to maximize the mid-range potential on it. In case I need to take a fight, like for example, there will be like someone here or something here at this range. If I had the side laser here, I would have much more difficulty than you just having this scope right here. This scope as well, again, to like, it's just a mental thing, but for me, like this scope equals mid-range, so that's why I'm running this one. Let's pop UAV here in case. Oh, there's one team in the amusement plot, so we might go ahead and swing that. Let's grab this bounty first, though. Alright, beautiful. Wait, let's try and swing this. We're level 2 shield, almost level 3. Preferably we'd want to get gold shield as early as possible as well, so we can take big fights better. Fuck, another UE. Okay, so it's like the bounty guys split off from the rest of his team. It's good for us. Easy picking on that guy, and then we'll have to fight the rest of his team that are south. Seems like it's a bot team as well. Okay. I'm wondering if these guys are also bots. That is a real player, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's some death bots. Okay. Alright, let's try and go logistics on. I'll pop another UAV. Go behind us. Alright. Kind of a weird child, I didn't expect him to re-peek. That's all good. As you're probably seeing right now, like I said, this isn't going to be like Shutter Island where I can just like swing and then, because everything is so tight in and everything, I can probably like rotate out within a fight, do a decent amount of jukes. A lot of this map is open field, so I need to be more careful about the chows that I take. I can't just take like a 1v3. I'm going to have a much harder time like positioning myself in a fight, escaping if I need to rotate, reset. So preferably like what I'm gonna be aiming for here is just taking 1v1s, just take out the enemies one by one. Before going in. Like this guy split off, just pick him off, and then be positioned on the second guy almost easily. Inside the crate. Oh, he went away. Alright. People are back in amusement plaza, so we're gonna have to catch that rotation out as well. Alright, 10 kills. Nothing too crazy. Again, we're playing super careful here. If I really wanted to go for kills here, I would go Skyline Beach, but like I said, I don't want to get caught out, and would have been more of a hassle than anything else. I would have had to play like passive regardless. So kills are not really the idea here. I'm just really going for the win. There are a decent amount of people here though, so let's stay wary. Shots as well. I think I didn't have a lot of money to go get this bounty. But seems to be a big team fight going on. Yeah. That guy's using a foul. Try to get up on the right side of this. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the idea. On the right side of this building. Bounty approached, it's all good. I'm trying to go for a thirst here. Bad aim. Alright, it's only one up. That's an easy team wipe, ladies and gentlemen. That is how you do it. Exactly what I was referring to. Splitting off the fights so we can go in big. You have to be careful though. Still exposed to a lot of lines of sight. UAV. Ah, I got people in front of me now. Let's go for this guy on the left, because I'm going to be the least exposed to take that fight. Kids are past the building, so they shouldn't have an angle on me. Yeah, this guy seems to be playing ratty. Beautiful. Just keep going. I know someone rests to my right, but look at the zone rotation. I take a fight now. Even if I make it out, I'm gonna have a hard time on rotation, so I just want to take the best spot in first. I don't mess up. Got a bunch of money now, we can get UAVs pretty regularly. Seems like arena's gonna be the play, the end zone, so... I just have to chill here. Have a bit more money as well on the way, because why not? I can afford to. I might try and take a look at these guys. It's two people split off, seemingly. And then there's one guy, like, at the edges zone. Fine. Real team, they have Lodi. Gonna be playing inside buildings and stuff. Yeah. I'm not gonna wait for zone to come for these guys. I'm trying to pick them off myself. 1v2, so it should be more manageable as long as I don't choke. Yeah, they are moving around, eh? Is he camping here? He is. This guy. This freaking guy. Alright. So now, what I said would probably happen has actually happened. Out of rotation, so I'm gonna have to move on the edges of the map here. Not get seen by the team that's on my left. We should be fine. I'm gonna... not here, but probably here. Because I really want to pump up for a bit. Alright. Beautiful. There's a possibility the two teams will have to fight. That would make my day. Careful here. Try and move to this one. It'd be easier for me to take the long-range snipes, the M7. Missed on his kill, unfortunately. It's fine. 1v3 situation. One of which, two of them. There actually. One down. Beautiful. And I'm afraid it's just free, ladies and gentlemen. Let's freaking go, dude. First try solo versus squads. Ooh, okay. See, when you play a bit more tactically and a bit more, you know, I want to say reserved, for lack of a better word, but not being all up in people's faces all the time, you can get picks like so much more easily, especially if you don't expose yourself too much. It's really doable on this map. You just have to know where to position yourself and manage a team fight quite well. There you go, guys. That's our 1000th win on this account. At least I probably have way more than 1,000 combined. But yep, there you go. 1000th win with the not deserted valley, Skyline Beach solo versus squads. Here are the loadouts I was rocking in today's solo versus squads Skyline Beach gameplay. We got, first of all, the M700 using the precision suppressor, the 27-inch barrel. 4x combat sight, classic wooden stock, and the 10-round mag. I know the 4x combat sight is far from a favorite, but personally, you guys probably see this, but I play on a super low sense, and 4x is the perfect spot for me to be able to look around the map fairly quickly and also hit quick scopes, a lot of headshots as well. To me, it's the most adapted, but if you guys want to run a 6x or even an 8x scope, it's perfectly fine as well. I just have it because it's my personal preference. And for the UMP45, we got the assault muzzle, heavy barrel, lengthened vertical grip, Romeo 40 red dot sight, Viper stock, 40 round drum, and no laser sight. Guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new with notifications on. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one.